Hello on this hot and humid summer stay to the heart of handloom weaving map of West Bengal, Phulia. Phulia is a town in Nadia district of West Bengal. It takes about 2 to 2.5 hours to travel here by road from Kolkata, depending on the traffic conditions, of course. This is the birthplace of Kavi Krittibash Ojha, the poet who wrote the first Bengali Ramayana. Phulia is named after Mali, the gardener community who used to live here once upon a time, Phul being the Bengali for flower. It is said that the name Phulia was given by an ancestor of Krittibash Ojha. In modern times, Phulia is known all over the world for making delicate handloom saris, beautiful cottons, the ones we commonly know as Tat, the Jamdanis, the Tangails. Interestingly, Shantipur, which is another very famous handloom region of West Bengal, is close by. But unlike its neighbor Shantipur, whose handloom heritage traces back to ancient times, the history of weaving in Phulia started after Indian independence in 1947. I will be talking about the history of weaving in Phulia in the course of this video, but first a brief introduction about the person I'm about to meet. I'm going to the home come workshop of National Award-winning weaver Shri Biren Basak, who has also been conferred the Padmashri, the fourth highest civilian honor of India. Now, Biren Kaku, as I call him, Kaku means uncle in Bengali, is a close family friend. He's like a younger brother to my dad, and I've known him since I was really small. This is his son Abhinaba, who has brought me to demonstrate Tangail weaving at their workshop. You can see Tangail weavers at work. This was in the middle of the afternoon, and some of them had gone to carry on their agricultural work. Interestingly, many weavers in West Bengal are also involved in farming. So there were just two weavers at work when we visited, and here you see one of them who is making a beautiful lal parshada Tangail shari. Before we proceed, a brief idea of what Tangail is. Tangail is in fact a place in Bangladesh known for its weaving heritage. Tangail weavers originally made saris with extra warp pattern in the border. Now, in post-independence period, when many of them migrated to West Bengal, they started making saris imitating the extra weft Jamdani pattern. They named it Tangail, possibly to pay respect to the place they have left behind. Now, Indian Tangail has extra weft Jamdani type designs on alternating third, fourth or fifth pick. This simplifies the process and also reduces the cost. I like to call this Tangail as Jamdani Light. If you are confused about all the terminology I have just used, do not be, because I will be showing you a Jamdani weaving soon, and I hope I will be able to make some sense. Also, just to let you know, as you might have figured already, I have left the background sound on. I hope this video can be an immersive experience for you, and even you are not physically present there with me, you can vicariously be part of my journey. Now notice how the weaver is sitting just under the ground level. It's because Bengal handlooms are mostly woven in pit looms. These are pits made where the looms are kept and the weaver sits. This is a weaver's neighborhood. This is where the person you just saw lives, and the entire family is involved in a weaving culture in some way or the other. These are handlooms, and it's important that the yarns are hand spun, and old tires of cycles are often repurposed to make these kinds of spinning wheels. Remember the lal parshada Tangail we just saw being woven? This is a completed piece, and Abhinaba will tell us more about it. Let's hear it from him.
এইটা টাঙ্গাইল শাড়ি আছে, টাঙ্গাইল মাথা পেরে শাড়ি আছে, বুটিটা হাতে ঘোরানো আছে, আর এইখানে যে মানে মোটিভসটা আছে এটা অনেকটা বালোচরির মোটিভস আছে। এই টাঙ্গাইল শাড়িতে যেরকম নকশা হয়, এখন নকশার থেকে মানুষ একটু মাথা পার পড়তে খুব ভালোবাসছে, তার জন্য এখন একটু ওই ঘুরিয়ে পাল্টিয়ে টাঙ্গাইলে এগুলো একটু করা হচ্ছে।
আর মাঠাপাড়টা কি বলে দাও?
মাঠাপাড় বলতে এখানে একটা নকশা হয়, এই যে নকশাটা এখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে ডিজাইনটা, এখানে ডিজাইন হয়। আর মাঠাপাড় বলতে শুধু ফ্ল্যাট বর্ডার হয়, ফ্ল্যাট বর্ডার হয়। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ফ্ল্যাট বর্ডার হয়। আর হলো এই শাড়িগুলো সবচেয়ে বড় টাঙ্গাইল শাড়ির একটা বড় বিশেষত্ব হলো একদম ফাইন কাউন্টের সুতো ব্যবহার করা হয়। মোটা সুতো বা খাদি টাঙ্গাইল শাড়িতে ব্যবহার করা হয় না। মোটা সুতো ব্যবহার করলে নকশাগুলো ডিজাইনগুলো অনেক বড় হয়ে যাবে, এই সূক্ষ্মতাটা থাকে না।
This is the moment I guess most of you have been waiting for, because now Biren Kaku will demonstrate some of his most prized Jamdani creations and tell us a bit about Jamdani weaving. As you can see, he's a highly decorated weaver. He really started from scratch. My family has witnessed his struggles from day one, and I know this for certain. He deserves every bit of success.
খুব সুন্দর এটা। আর রবীন্দ্রনাথ আপনাকে দেখাই। এটা কটনের মধ্যে, খাদি কটনে। এইগুলো আমাদের অনেক কাজ, এগুলো আমাদের অ্যাওয়ার্ড আসছে এইগুলোর থেকে। হ্যাঁ, এই দেখুন দুর্গা, হল করে রাখলে খুব সুন্দর লাগে, শাড়ি কালারফুল করে পরলে। এটা দেখুন একটা অন্যরকম আওয়াজ। শাড়ি দেখালাম, ভিলেজ নিয়ে একটা দেখাচ্ছি আপনাকে। দেখুন এটা, দেখুন গ্রামের চিন। গাছি তসর, তসর অনেক রকম হয়, তসর অনেক রকম হয়। এটা তো গাছি তসর, মানে একটা তসর চায়না থেকে আসে, সেটা এরকম চকচকা টাইপের। আর এটা ম্যাট, এটা বিষ্ণুপুরে হ্যান্ড হাতে করে, এটা মেয়েরা বিষ্ণুপুরে। হ্যাঁ, দেশি তসরই বলে ওটা। এটা আমাদের ওই বিষ্ণুপুরে একমাত্র হয়, গাছে এরকম হয় বড় বড়, ওটা কেটে ওরা করে চরকাই করে এটা তৈরি করে। এটা মেশিনে এখনও হয় না। আর মেশিনে যে তসর সেটা দেখা যাবে না, ভালো লাগবে না। আর এখন আমেরিকায় সবচেয়ে বেশি চলে যাচ্ছে আপনারই এই মুগা, ওরা অনেক কিছু তো তৈরি করছে। হ্যাঁ, যেসব কারিগর আমাদের সাপ্লাই করে, ওরা বললো যে আমাদের ম্যাক্সিমাম প্রোডাক্ট এখন আমেরিকায় চলে যাচ্ছে, যার জন্য দামটা এত বেশি। আমরা যখন আগে কাজ করতাম প্রথম, তখন 200 টাকা কেজি ছিল মুগা, আর আজকে আমিই কিনছি 50,000 টাকা কেজি মুগা। বুঝতে পারছেন এখন এরকম।
No matter how hard I try, I will not be able to accurately describe the beauty of these textiles when you watch through a screen. You have to touch it, hold it, and see it with your own eyes to know what it really is. But this is the best I can manage at this time, I'm afraid. I hope you can travel there at some point and witness these yourselves. But till then, I am taking you on a virtual journey deep into the villages near Phulia to meet some Jamdani weavers. Jamdani is like the queen of textiles. Honestly, it is my favorite weave. It is so incredibly beautiful. What is a Jamdani? I promised you that I will be explaining it to you, and I will keep my word. So, Jamdani is a technique. It is not just a textile. It is a textile art of adding motifs to textiles. These motifs are extra weft. That means that the yarns used to make them run along the weft. Weft is the width part, so they run widthwise. They are discontinuous, as these extra weft yarns are only used at the site of motifs and do not continue along the back. So when you see Jamdani designs, you know that the weaver has gone through every single design part to individually make the motifs. It is not through and through. They are supplementary, as yarns used for the motifs do not contribute to the integrity of the fabrics. Even if you take them off, the textile is not going to fall apart. Now, Jamdani technique is also practiced in other places. Upara Jamdani, in fact, was the first Jamdani type that got geographical indication. Geographical indication is country specific, so GI of India doesn't apply to other countries. But just in case you are curious, Bangladesh gave GI to their own Jamdani much later than Upara Jamdani. This was in fact one of the sensitive geopolitical issues that happened a few days ago, and that was further inflamed by India giving Tangail of West Bengal GI status recently. Anyway, that has been enough geopolitical talk. Coming back to Jamdani, these designs are created in handloom, so only handloom weavers can make Jamdani. Whatever else is made using jacquard or power loom cannot legally, technically, ethically, morally be called Jamdani, though I am aware that there are many such so-called fake Jamdani called cut Jamdani or whatever they are called, but they are not really Jamdani. In order to make these textiles, the weaver has to constantly make mathematical calculations. As you can see here clearly, the weaver in this video is Shonjit Sarkar, who is also a national award winner. You can see how dexterous he is. Now, it is a labor-intensive art, it is a time-consuming art, and it requires high level of weaving skill, and Jamdani is always going to be expensive for that reason. This is the home of Shri Shonjit Sarkar. He invited us in, and I would also like you to have a glimpse of an actual weaver's home. I get asked this question often: how do they live? What are their living conditions? Now, not everyone lives in luxury, not everyone lives comfortably, but sometimes they do manage to make a decent living, and they love the kind of lives they have built for themselves in these villages. Coming back to the history of weaving in Phulia, remember that in 1947, when the British divided India into India and Pakistan, Bengal was also divided into West Bengal and East Pakistan. It was a brutal period in the history of the subcontinent. There was a lot of violence, and to escape that, many Hindu weavers from Tangail district of Bangladesh, which was East Pakistan at that time, migrated to West Bengal. They sought asylum here. West Bengal government settled them in some areas including Phulia. Phulia was a big refugee colony, and most of them belonged to Basak community. 125 families settled in Phulia. Over time, more weavers crossed the border. The rehabilitation center ran out of space. Local moneylenders or Mahajon, who used to fund the handloom business, created more weaver settlements in the region. But there were loads of challenges at the beginning. They faced a lot of discrimination and exploitation and struggled with lack of infrastructure and support. During Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971, more weaver refugees arrived. They united and formed the first Weavers Cooperative Society in 1974. As the number of members increased, more such organizations were formed. By the 1980s, Phulia started to establish itself as a prominent textile hub, and now it is well known all over the world. Every bit well deserved. You may not know that Phulia, in fact the entire Nadia district, is also a massive fruit garden cultivating many exotic fruits, particularly mango and lychee. Lychee is called lichu in Bengali. Mango is like many parts of India. This was Himsagar season. Himsagar is one of the GI tagged mangoes of West Bengal. We have 3, Himsagar, Phojli and Lakhonbhog, and I cannot tell you how delicious they were. We bought many kilos of Himsagar in this trail. This was part of the Mulberry and Mango trail. So of course, it is not just textiles I was after. I also wanted to explore mango cultivation of the state. This is one of the many wholesale markets of Nadia. It is near Phulia and it is right on the highway where farmers bring their mangoes and then wholesale traders buy them in bulk. You can see that they have divided them into ripe ones and unripe ones. We call gach paka the ones who have been ripened right on the trees and were not treated by carbide to prematurely ripen them. Unfortunately, it is quite challenging to find gach paka fruits in markets in big cities nowadays. Especially in supermarkets, you can be assured that they are not going to be, proper ripened in trees. But anyway, I hope that doesn't affect the nutritional value of these fruits. We got our hands on many kilos of these mangoes and brought suitcase full for our friends here in London. I did check before traveling. According to recent UK government customs rules, we are allowed to bring mangoes from India to the UK. I hope you like this vlog and I hope you will continue being with me, showering your love on me. For more such videos on Mango and Mulberry Trail, stay tuned.